This is Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu speaks on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia, and my name is Ginika Oloha, the anchorman. I will be doing this show with the Southeast Media Aid to Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, Honorable Maduko Koro. Honorable, good morning and welcome and compliments of the season.
Good morning, Ginika. Compliments of the great season with the remembrance of Jesus Christ.
Obviously, you are still looking so bright. I expected by now that you should be down, considering
no, why should I be down? No. Why should I be down? If you don't know who you are with, you'll never know who is with you. I know who I am working for, and I am very optimistic in whatever that is going to be traversed. Now,
you just spoke about yourself. What about the political dynasty of Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu? How are they coping with all these? The
political dynasty is intact. Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation is intact. Whatever Orji touches turns to gold. Everybody that loves himself or herself, anybody that loves Ndibo, anybody that loves Nigeria, any patriotic individual will know that Orji Uzor Kalu is the epitome of what Nigeria is all about. People love him, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Hausa, whether you are Efik, whether you are Urobo, whatever you are. The fact remains, this is the only young man that is the face of new Nigeria, the face of the great Africa, the black continent. That is the man. There is no question about that. People love him. People love him.
All right, let's hit the ground running. Obviously, you've understand that the distinguished senator has also made application for his bill, post-conviction bill. And obviously, the EFCC Council opposed that particular application. And it will be ruled on the 23rd of December. How hopeful are you?
Well, you have said it all. I'm not going to comment on what is the court matter in this instance. Anything that is in court is within the jurisdiction of the judicial process. I will not dabble into that. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't want to get into what is happening right now.
Okay, now let's go to Benden North. That is where the Senator Orji Uzor Kalu hails from, Benden North State Constituency. And your representative in that particular constituency, talking about Chijioke Chukwu, has actually, cried out. And he said that most Southeast leaders, they've not spoken up, they've not taken a stand as regards to the travails of Orji Kalu. And even your party members, the organizer state ESCO of the party and the Southeast caucus of your party, they've not really spoken. What is really happening?
Well, first of all, let me commend the Honorable Chijioke Chukwu, the young man representing Benden North House of Assembly, Benden North constituency in the House of Assembly. A very vibrant young man, very, very handsome. This is what has transpired. People that follow Orji Uzor Kalu, you will never find them lacking with words. You never find them lacking what they can say. And then you know that Chijioke is Honorable Chijioke Chukwu is representing Benden North. And then here we have somebody like Benjamin Kalu representing Benden Federal Constituency.
He specifically said that yes, Orji Kalu is his constituent as long as Abia State has.
Yes, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I am so proud of that young man, and that is what we need, irrespective of what you believe in. When you see the truth, speak the truth, because the truth is the only thing constant, and that is why distinguished Senator Orji Uzor Kalu has always preached about. Now, I want to say this, that a couple of days ago, the state chairman of our great party, APC, Honorable Donatus Nwankpa, he called me.
Okay, the one you are very much comfortable with, because I know that you have faction. Go ahead.
No, we don't have faction. I'm not going to deal about it. There's nothing like faction, because you don't know what faction is all about. What I'm trying to talk about is that Donatus Nwankpa, the honorable chairman that is handling this our party, I have discussed with him. He's already planning to come out with a communique to face the press. So I'm not going to dabble into that. In the Southeast Caucus, we don't know what anybody is planning. And remember that this matter is still ongoing. So my party not being out there, they know the reason why they are not done that now, because I know that they must come out to speak. Not anything you speak about, Orji, you're speaking for Ndibo. So they know what they are doing. They're going to talk about that. I ain't going to dabble into that. And then I want to sit here and tell you that even Ohaneze, I have spoken with the National Publicity Secretary of Ohaneze Ndibo, and they are very much pumped up to go and see my boss. It's not a question of talking. It's doing the working. So it might not be able to say certain things in your heart in public, but you might be able to do a whole lot within you when people don't see you. You can only see the mind's construction on the face. You might not see the mind's construction in the mind.
Well, talking about those that have gone to visit the former governor, has the Senate, Senate, have they gone to see him?
Of course, most of his friends have gone to show him solidarity, and that is what it's all about. Here is a first-time senator. When you're talking about, in America, we call a freshman senator, and this is a man that is liked by all and sundry. You know, not that some people do not have hidden agenda towards him, because everybody cannot like Gineka at one time. There are so many people that would not like what you're doing. Then you have a lot of folks that are ready to die for you. That is what life is all about. His friends have gone, distinguished senators have gone, his many great friends have gone, even from outside Nigeria have come to visit Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, and that is love. Orji Uzor Kalu reminds me of what we call in political science Publicola. Publicola was a great statesman in the Greek era, and then people love him so much that even when he's coming on the street, people are ready to die for him. And that is the thing about Orji Uzor Kalu that people don't understand. Even as I'm talking to you now, a lot of people in across the political divides in PDP, as a matter of fact, 2 days ago, a very big stakeholder in PDP called me. We spoke on the phone, and he said, I want to tell you something, Madoka. No matter what is going on, I love Orji Uzor Kalu, irrespective of the political divide. Orji Uzor Kalu is a man that I cherish so much, and that really got me thinking. I nearly went into tears. How can even the military officers, the law enforcement agencies, when they see me on the street, they see the Orji Uzor Kalu sticker on my car, and they'll say, "This is our man." Military people, law enforcement officers. This is what people like. It's not because Orji gives money, Orji bribes people. It's because there is something unique about this young man that ticks. That is what we need to find out. What makes Orji Uzor Kalu unique as a good son of Ibere? What makes Orji Uzor Kalu as a good son of Ezumezu? What makes Orji Uzor Kalu as a good son of Ndebende? What makes Orji Uzor Kalu as a good son of Nde Abia? What makes Orji Uzor Kalu as a good son of Ndibo? What makes Orji Uzor Kalu tick as a good son of Nigeria? What is that patriotism about Orji Uzor Kalu that he always say, I bear my cross for my people. I'm ready to die for the sake of my people. That is what we need to find out. If we can find people like that, I think Nigeria will be a better place. Africa will be a better place. And Orji Uzor Kalu reminds me of people like Patrice Lumumba, Sankara, the great people of Africa that have existed. That is the effusement of Orji Uzor Kalu, the distinguished senator. So we are talking about a man that is loved by the people.
Okay, still talking about the statement made by the member representing Bende North State constituency at the Abia State House of Assembly. He said he henceforth, ever since the incarceration of your boss, has been clad in black attire in sympathy or in solidarity, and he will continue until after a while.
That's the way.
Because I know that you and the other followers of Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu always go in white, but this time when you see him, he's black attire.
No, that is why God created us to be different. You see, that I wear white and white is not for anything. It's just a part of me. It has been a part of me for many years. What I feel about my boss, what I feel about anybody, even when my mother passed on, I never wore black and black. It doesn't mean anything. What means more is what you think about that person and your acts and actions towards that individual. And on behalf of that individual, Orji Uzor Kalu, I am working for him, not because he asked me to work for him. I'm working for Orji Uzor Kalu because he's a man that I love so much. He's a man that I cherish. He's a man that I admire. He's a man that is characterized by 3 C's: charisma, charm, and class. And I love him. I love him. He's like a blood brother to me. And that is what excites me. It's not to work for people because of what you get. Work for people because of what you give to them that will satisfy your life. And that's what life is all about. And that's the way even politics is supposed to be. If you ain't got something to die for, you ain't got any reason to live for anything.
He said, he also said that it's all about political witch hunt and get towards 2023.
Well, that's
the Southeast.
Well, that's freedom of expression. That's freedom of expression. And as a sound legislator, that's the way he feels about it. And there is nothing wrong with him expressing his own emotions and feelings. Sincerely, he loves Orji Uzor Kalu, and that's the way he wants to say about it. But everybody has his own way of expression.
Okay, now let's go to Abia North. Some of the constituents, like the last time we talked about this particular issue, some of his constituents, I mean, Abia North Senatorial Zone, they're also calling for the resignation of the Senator Orji Kalu, considering the fact that he has been, behind bars and all that. Constituents of his. Then again,
don't give me
the former, I think, political aide to the former governor also raised his own concerns about your principal being behind bars. And
who now? Who?
Amma Abraham.
Now you are talking. Amma Abraham was made by Orji Uzor Kalu. Amma Abraham was so broke in his endeavor. But it was Orji. Wait, let me finish. You asked me a question and you mentioned somebody. I am addressing. Okay, you want to ask me more? Yes. Ask me. Now, I'm ready to go.
Do Abia North Senatorial Zone? Yes. They have a voice now in the Senate as it stands today?
Of course, Orji Uzor Kalu made an impact more than senators that have run Abia North have ever made. Orji made impact, so much impact within 4 months. Nobody that, even those sitting senators, most of the senators in Nigeria have never had impact in their constituency as Orji Uzor Kalu has done. Within there, vice chairman, a freshman senator, chief whip, vice chairman of finance committee. It has never happened before. He's in petroleum, he's in power and mines. Orji in so many committees. Orji Uzor Kalu. First time, Orji Uzor Kalu, when he speaks in the floor of the Senate, there are cold shiver run down the spine of folks. People love him. When we have somebody like Dr. Okadibo, the Oyo for you, the man that when he walks into the Senate, everybody begins to panic. Here is a senator for the first time that made people to wake up and know the rules of the game. Here is a senator that became a chief whip, and people begin to associate House of National Assembly, the Senate, with themselves and whatever they do. Wherever you go on the street, you hear people say, "Order!" That is Orji Uzor Kalu. He gives something that makes people to belong. He has done so much. When Orji Uzor Kalu got into the Senate, he worked so hard to make sure that most of the problem in Abia North were cashed into the budget. And those things are there. You can't take those things away. The debate has been done. Every problem in Bende Abia North has been cashed into the budget. So does Orji Uzor Kalu need to be there? Does Orji Uzor Kalu go to the budget and carry the budget to Ibere or carry it to Abia North? Will he do that? But all those things have been done. He doesn't need to be there.
Are you saying nobody needs to be there, at least to push it? Even now,
push what? Everything is already cashed into the. That's people don't understand the rules of this game. I'm talking as a political scientist. You don't need to carry the budget to your house to go and show the people. Every problem that we had, the major problem that we have in Abia North, have been cashed into the budget. What we bend the people, Isugwato people, Arochukwu people, Umunochi, everybody in Donhafia need to be worried about is when will this budget begin to be implemented? Then you are going to see the new fuse of life into the budget. Those roads that were never done, Orji Uzor Kalu started working on roads. I don't care what anybody gonna say. Orji Uzor Kalu, before he became a senator, when he wasn't a governor, when he was just a regular trader, before he became a senator, started working on these roads because of his influence. The palliative measures that were done in those places, whether anybody likes it or not, but people were so joyous during last Christmas. People tend to forget good things that come. It was not construction of Bende roads. It was NDDC palliative. People don't understand the word palliative. When the palliative measures were done, most of the roads that were done in Abia North, Orji Uzor Kalu did them. He brought his influence to bear to help the people in the villages. Most people that call on radio program, the people buy them, calling card for them to make noise, for them to be recognized. Because in their own villages, they can make noise. Most of them have never seen Orji Uzor Kalu. Amma Abraham worked for Orji Uzor Kalu. Amma Abraham was made by Orji Uzor Kalu. He attacked Orji Uzor Kalu the last time. You saw what I said. I said Amma Abraham should face Madukokoro in a debate. I know Amma Abraham very well. Now he's still saying he's so happy to say former political aide to Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu so that he become relevant because he's broke. He ain't got nothing to do. He does not have. No.
That's a personal attack.
When I say attack, there is nothing wrong with what I'm saying.
You can't say he's broke.
He's broke. Pocket. No, I don't need to be because you're not a politician. When politicians are broke, they try to use them to ride on the back. But now let me tell you something. Let me also tell you something. He does not have the moral temerity to talk about Orji Uzor Kalu. He does not have the political brawn to talk about Orji Uzor Kalu. He does not have the social fitness to talk about Orji Uzor Kalu. Abraham does not have the political pedigree. He's from Ihechiwa. What has he done? Ask yourself any question. When Madikokoro is talking, if I'm about to make so much noise about people, ask me, what have I done in Ozitem? What has Abraham done in Ihechiwa? That is the question. Now, you can criticize somebody objectively. You can say certain things objectively. There is no question about that. I am not begging Abraham to like Orji Uzor Kalu. I am not begging anybody to like Orji Uzor Kalu. But talk about facts. The objective when you are criticizing somebody, don't say it because you want somebody to give you political appointment. I know many people that wanted to become commissioners from Abia North, even from Bende. What they did was to attack Orji Uzor Kalu so that then the governor will give them political position. But it didn't work that way. And the thing backfired. You see, touch not my anointed doesn't mean only pastor that you will not touch. When God loves somebody and you are trying to bring that person down, trying to say certain things against that individual, which you know within yourself, within your moral standing, that those things you are spewing out from your mouth and right, you are just trying to castigate individual. God will not be happy with you. He said it in the Bible. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher of the word. But I know that as somebody who is spiritually inclined into the things of God, I'm not religious. But what I know is that he said, touch not my anointed. So don't say anything that you know that is against an individual and you know that is not the truth. That is the point. Abraham need to get himself together. If he wants political appointment, you should go to the governor of Abia State and ask for political appointment. Now, he cannot come every little thing. He talked about Orji Uzor Kalu should resign. Why didn't he resign when he was local government chairman? He never performed. Why didn't he resign when he was a party chairman of his party? He never resigned.
Now,
and when he never did anything.
Made that particular statement based on the fact. I think he made that particular statement based on the fact that, as it stands today, your principal is behind bars, and nobody, obviously speaking for Abia North Senatorial Zone in the Senate.
See, I don't even know because I don't know why people don't understand simple English language. Is he standing in the floor of the Senate and making noise? Most of the senators are there even sleeping. Do you know that they are senators? They are physically there, but spiritually they are not there. Do you understand that? Most of them sleep there. Most of them come and do what you call it, that project, constituency project. And when they come, that's the only time they want to be recognized. Constituency project, I ain't got no bearing on the people. We're talking about touching the lives of the people. Here is a man, through Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation, that has touched the lives of many people beyond the shores of Abia State. This is what I want people to look at Orji from. Look at Orji as a human being. After all, the money that he made it on his own. So he's trying to be benevolent, touching the lives of people through the foundation. Let's look at it that way. Let's look at the humanitarian level of every individual. For instance, as you are now from Isqueto, worry about what you do for your own constituency, not worrying about what people are saying about you. That is what life is like. Whatever calling God has given you, even in broadcasting industry, you are there. Try to worry about opening a radio station in Isqueto. Don't worry about castigating somebody else. Look at yourself. In my own little way, what can I do for the benefit of the people? Why am I alive? Because we stay here today, tomorrow we might be gone. You ask yourself, what legacy in your own little form? I'm not even talking about Orji Uzor Kalu. In your own little form, what have you done for your own people? And that's what we need to do. So I keep telling people, it's not about attacking Orji. Why everybody want to attack Orji Uzor Kalu? Everyone want to attack Orji Kalu because Orji is blessed. Is that a crime that Orji should be blessed? What we need to look at is say, who is this man Orji Uzor Kalu? How can I meet him? What problem do I have that I can take to him? Even the Bible said, come to me, all you that are burdened. When you are laden with your problem, come to me and I will burden you. That's what people need to be worried about. When I go to Orji, can I go to Orji and Orji unburden my problems? Can I go to Orji Uzor Kalu and he help me pay my school fees for my children? Can I go to Orji Uzor Kalu that he will give me sustainable employment? Can I go to Orji Uzor Kalu where he will help my children go to school? Can I go to Orji Uzor Kalu where he will touch me as a widow or me as a widower? Those are the things we have to look at. Don't look at that individual because you want to be recognized. It is not fair. And I keep telling people, politics is not a do or die affair. But look at an individual and say, this man, what is it about him that even makes the wind to blow so hard?
Okay. The show is still Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu Speaks on Flu 94.9 FM. I still have here with me the Southeast Media aide to Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, Honorable Madikokoro, My name is Ginika Olwa. Let's take a breather. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the show. It's still Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu speaks on Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia. I still have here with me the Southeast Media Aide to Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, Honorable Maduka Okoro. Welcome back to the show. My name is Ginika Olwa. Honorable, you have something.
Yeah, Ginika, I just wanted to say something to Ndabia. Ndabia, asemtam kelunu. Onyi sim keletu nike. Unha bale. Mande party nde PDP no de kelea das akwandera. Mande apga. Lena ekelem das biko akpairo nyisi la wa here yalanya chọrọ ikele kwa ndị niile ma ndị church ndị na-ekpere Chineke ma ndị nke ya kworu la Jesus ma ndị nke kworu Prophet Muhammad bunu ndị oso Muhammad la ndị bụ ndị Christian ndị Yoruba niile ndị Hausa niile no labia olunu jide ekele Orji Uzor Kalu thanking him chọkwara use this opportunity to thank ndị niile no la neya all the neya staff, all the law enforcement officers at NEA. I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you. Professor KK Diogo in United States of America, I want to thank you for what you are doing in US, giving us that moral backing, knowing that Orji Uzor Kalu transcends beyond the shores of Nigeria. Professor Ijeoma, I want to thank you so much for whatever you're doing. Professor Lekwa Mente, I want to thank all of you. What are you doing? All the team supporters of Orji Uzor Kalu. I never knew that Orji Uzor Kalu is so much loved like this. People that are crying, please stop crying. There is nothing. Orji Uzor Kalu is not dead. He will never die. This is what a man goes through in life. I want to thank some of my friends that have been working hard, traveling to many places to go and see my Oga. Emeka Dile, wherever you are, I want to thank you so much for taking time to take people, rent a bus and go and see Oga. I want to thank Ijere from the Ijere Foundation. I want to thank you so much. That young man, the ebullient man from Afara, Simkelegi, Oliji, Orji Uzor Kalu lenya. Ozubunu Orji Uzor Kalu lenya. Chineke na hikunu lenya Orji da hen. Ni na ya bu ngunu. Odi ihe na mese. Chineke ke Orji. Ndị mara hin lenya hita ike. Nchọrọ tam kele ndị sikwa tolile. Ndị umunochi na akpọm mgbole. Ma ndị isi ala ngwa. Ibe no isi ala ngwa msta m kele unu. E ma ndị ụkwa. Msta nkele ndị ugwu na agbo. Ndị maka anụ toro nkalile ma osisi ọma. No na akpo isi ala ngwa not isi ala ngwa south I say why no I know behind Orji Uzor Kalu ekele dịrị no otuto ma Chineke so nlaso hibegilanya ụwa gadịrị gị mma ola ndị mmadụ ji ihe oji lenya Chineke ga-ahigbu ozugbo nu lenya na ha Jesus.
Okay, I should put amen to that.
Abụla na ekpeni church gas na amen.
All right, the show is still Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu speaks on Flow 94.9 FM. So many people are really raising concerns about the decision of that Federal High Court in Lagos, where I will not discuss that issue. We're talking about
anything
publishing company.
Yes,
the EFCC.
The matter is being taken care of by eminent and ebullient lawyers. So a lot of people last time in the program I told you that I didn't even know that the number of people that volunteered to work for my Oga. A lot of them, Manda Wosa, Mande Yoruba lawyers, teaming lawyers that have come. Even when I left, Reverend Mrs. Jemima Orji Kalu, who is the executive secretary of Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation, she called me and gave me names of people that are supporting Orji Uzor Kalu, lawyers, free of charge. And that goes to show you the kind of person Orji. Ndibo osirema odinwa wamo. Ndibo ai unu kosirema odimununwo. Nde mmadụ bụ ndị Yoruba dahi unu lenya. Oh Chineke bileligwe. Nyem si amabo olonye ojidiri olo Chineke ji ihe Orji Uzor Kalu anya. Ya hikwu lenya. Ya hikwa mema. Enula oyem ji sonye obla tahike. Odigi ihe mekasirene. No kuna afafalekfa. Mr. Mkelunu. I want to also thank my very good friend and brother, Dr. Maduka Kebu. He's been very supportive, giving me advice on so many things that we're doing here. So I want to thank everybody that is really working hard to make sure that the teaming supporters of Orji Uzor Kalu, Igbo Hirelanya, Nwanda Hausa Hirelanya, Nwande Yoruba Hirelanya, the tripod stand of Nigeria, Orji Uzor Kalu. Obuditayu Chike, Obudiayu Cho. I didn't hear me nothing mega. Mada Akbaruje.
Okay, the last time you gave us updates and you assured us that the Iberi Carnival will still hold. Any updates?
Oh, of course, the Iberi Carnival will still hold. People are still applying to be included into the festival. We are going through there. We are screening people that will perform that day. The Igbere Ancient Kingdom will showcase the historical perspective of culture, tradition, and custom of Ndi Igbere. It's not because of Igbere, but how it affects Ndi Igbo, how it affects Nigerians. Because culture is an integral part, an all-encompassing thing that man, woman can never do anything about, because we all arose from somewhere. And wherever you come from, it's either from your custom, it's either from your tradition, or from your culture. So that's what it's all about. It's a culture, it's custom, it's tradition, and we are proud in the interest people are giving. You are going to see what will happen next month. It's not next 2 years, next 3 years. It's next month. Ibero will be agog with different folks from all over the world. That now the senator, he has so many friends. He has so many friends all over the world. They are going to come. This is going to be the biggest carnival that we showcase of Ibere people.
Okay, still talking about the Igbere Carnival, did you also factor the issue of youth? Because I know that youth constitute quite a number of population, especially from that angle, yes, from that axis of the Abia State.
Of course, anything we are doing, the youth always.
The last time, did you do anything like pageantry and all that?
No, we don't want to get into that yet.
Okay.
We are talking about culture, custom, and tradition. It's later on that might be included into the program. But for now, we are busy trying to showcase the culture of Ndi Igbere, which Igbere Lohu does affect Igbo, does affect us as Nigerians, and want to show it to the outside world so that they will have to make Abia a tourist site. It's not about talking about it. We are doing it. If we can generate enough revenue in Abia through culture, through these festivals, I think that we don't have to be looking at other places to generate money. We have money here can be generated. Money is all about the mindset. You can become the commissioner for sand, and there will be money in sand. A lot of people don't know that. There is nothing that is lucrative. Everything about appointment portfolios are all lucrative. Somebody should see somewhere and tell us how they can generate revenue through tourist attraction. In Abia, Abia has a lot. We have the Uzor Kalu slave route. We have the Mininko in Ohafia. People don't know about that. Not to talk about the Azumini Blue River, which we have. Then Igu Fumango. There are many things that can be done in Abia that will attract foreigners to come. And when they come, especially African Americans, they love to come to Nigeria. And we are not doing those things. Individuals have to come with ideas to help the government, a varied government, to come and help, so that people would fuse off their mindset from oil, fuse off their mindset from other avenues, and look at culture. We have tourist attraction here, and then African Americans can bring the dollars. You don't need to come from America and pay us in naira. Use the dollars and come. They love to come to Africa, but you have to give them the incentive to come and appreciate what you have. And that is why we're going to use Igbere as a case study, because a lot of African Americans will come here, and then we have to urge our people: bring your friends in America, bring your friends in London, bring your friends in Ukraine, bring your friends in Russia, bring your friends everywhere in the world. Let them come and see what we are made up of. It's not the politics every time. Politics. A lot of folks want to get political appointment, they don't even know diddly what they want to do to help their state.
Okay, Honorable, I can assure you, as soon as you step out of this place, people will still come. The last time you were here, immediately you left, some people came and they are still looking for assistance, especially in the area of health.
Yes.
There's some health challenges,
yes,
others education, maybe they need a kind of sponsorship and all that. Maybe from the OUK Foundation.
Yes.
Are you organizing anything?
No, not organizing. It's ongoing, about health, about education, about employment, empowerment. Empowerment. So we are doing all those things. What we need to do when they come, they need to. I already gave you the site for Jemima Olakalo.
No, say it again. So
okay.
That,
now, if you have all this, you need to send it to jamigold60@yahoo.com.
That's the email.
This is the email for the executive secretary of Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation. If you have your challenges, if in education, in health, and empowerment, that empowerment, we're going to be doing again again over next year after the festival, then we'll hit back the empowerment. It's a continuous process. For those of you that have other challenges, probably in education, probably in your health, go through this site that I have given, jamigo60@yahoo.com. That will reach straight to the Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation. We have been helping people a whole lot, irrespective of where you're from. It's not for Abia North alone. It's for all Nigerians. Any problem that you have, and we'll go through the application, and then we'll screen, and then those we can be able to help. For now, everything is in gradual process. So when we take care of some folks now, later on as we move on, we take care of other folks. So it's not a one-time affair. It's a continuous process from the Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation, because everything we're doing is under the Sustainable Development Goal of the United Nations.
So they don't need to come to this place.
No, they don't need to come.
So if actually you need any assistance, just listen to what the Honorable said. You should go to the website, send your email.
That email, jamigo60@yahoo.com. Send it out to write your request, whatever that you have, write it. And then if it comes to the backing up of the write-up with the documents, then we'll request that you go. So the Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation is ongoing. We're helping people, and that's what the foundation is all about.
Okay, you don't go on break at any point.
No, how can you go on break? This is touching the lives of the people. See, that's the big difference between Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation and other foundations. We don't need to go on break. This is what you have asked God to help you do for the betterment of humanity. And Orji Uzor Kalu Foundation is proud to do that. It's not about politics. We're not saying this is for APC people. We're not saying this is for Abia people. We're not saying this is for Ndibo. This is for everybody. Everybody that got problem, we're going to take care of them by the grace of God. That's a continuous process.
Okay, just yesterday, the National Working Committee of your party just set up a 10-man APC Reconciliation Committee to be headed by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan. You people, the politician, there's a way you always even deny the obvious. In Abia State, take for instance, we know that there's faction in Abia State. The Emmanuel Ndukwe-led faction is there, and the Donatus Wampa-led executive, they are also there. Now, this committee has been set up. What do you expect them to do, especially as it concerns Abia State? No,
you see, it's a big political party, and I keep saying in any political party, even in the United States of America, whom we are copying the democratic process from, there were always problems. Sometimes you disagree with the status quo in your party, but it doesn't mean that you're going to go outside and talking down on your party. There are some Democrats that don't like what the stakeholders might be doing, then they're going to voice out their reasons. It happens all over the world. Republican, the same thing. But in Nigeria, we take things too personal. I don't think that anybody can talk about perfection. You strive to be perfect, but because the human nature, because of our infallibility, this is what we're going to look at and say we have to come together as a party, join forces together, so that 2023 will be speaking with one voice. There is no gainsaying the fact that every political party has problems, but it's how you manage the problem. I think for the first time, to have the Senate President to lead this delegation or this committee is going to bid well for us. We want all that. My friends that are like Barrister Somade La is my very good friend. He's on the other side of the town. When we used to argue, he would tell me how they would take over and do this. It never happened, which, I know we all come together as one family, pull our resources together, pull our energy together, pull our human capacity together so that we can move forward. It's not about you, it's not about I, but it's about the people. Because political parties, when we come together, become stronger, become energized, the people will benefit from it. So if there is a faction in Abia, which I don't think there is a faction, it's just that there are discordant voices. We're going to come together. We're going to arrive. So what are we fighting for? Are we fighting for the people? Or are we fighting for our own selfish interests? That is the question. Ask yourself, the party is supreme. Sometimes you let go of your ego and say, okay, do what you want to do, as long as I make sure that our party wins. That will be my cup of tea.
And that was what actually cost you, the governorship seat in 2019, because obviously you were fragmented somehow. No, especially in Abia State.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm not good. I don't live in the past, but I take cues from the past. I don't live in the past. I'm not going to sit here and start whining over what transpired last time. What we're talking about is what is going to happen for the betterment of our great party APC before 2023.
Yesterday, Honorable, finally on the show, the governor swore in 17 Transition Committee chairmen in Abia State. Of course, you know that this particular tier of government has that responsibility of touching the people at the grassroots directly. So many people believe that the Transition Committee chairmen, they are still an appendage of the executive, while others believe that there should be a kind of election where the chairman will be elected and they will be held to account, especially to the people at the grassroots. What's your opinion on that?
Well, what I think, I don't see any big deal in appointment of transition committee chairpersons. What I see is the zeal to do the job while you are there. Most of them don't even know what they're going to do. You know, we have seasoned politicians that have been reappointed into the position. But all I'm saying is that I wish them the best. You know, whatever they go, all they need to understand is that with the politics, when you are giving appointment, it's like a barber shop. You're sitting down there. Somebody going to sit. He has to take over your seat because it's all about cutting your hair. And the barber says, next person. Then you got to get up from that seat. That seat is not meant for you. It's not your daddy's seat. It's not your mommy's seat. That seat is the seat of the people. So we have to, before you get into, for some of them that were appointed, if I were them, what I would have done, immediately my name was announced, I'll go inside the countryside, talk to the stakeholders in the villages. What are your problems? What are those essential things that I can do, you would like government to do? Then move it to the governor. A lot of them don't even have guts to speak to the governor. They want to sing praises about, the governor has done this, the governor that. Even if you look at what just transpired the other day about Fox Road, the governor said something different from what some of his aides were busy here singing, Fox Road, Fox Road, Fox Road, when they never did Fox Road, and they know they never did. The man came out and said, I am disappointed. So the thinking about people is that most of the political appointees here making noise in radio, all this, governor is the best that ever happened. But they never said that, or they said the same thing. Some of them that were reappointed said the same thing when the past governor was there. Now they are saying that this one is the best governor that ever happened. The last one that you serve, what happened to that person? So what you need to do, get your act together, talk to your people, know their problems, go to if you can get I hope the governor will give them their money we're supposed to have. So when they give you that money, pay salary, and then try to get some contractors that you can work with that will understand you. If it's grading of rules, try to grade the rules. Get the youth involved in the community affairs. Get the youth involved so that what we call unskilled labor, so that the youth will be able to feel like they're part of the government. Do you know that if you have charisma, there is a way you come to each village and say, I need 50 youths to do the job. They will come willingly to do. Direct labor. That is what I'm trying to do. Most of them don't know what they think about. The first thing, most of them, when they are given appointment, is the Prado, the big jeep that they will drive as local government transition. They know they will get vehicles. But the governor should not give anybody vehicle. Whatever that you have, bring it and use for the betterment of your people. Don't expect that money you take to buy Prado, which is more than a minimum of 5 million, don't use it. If the governor is listening, don't listen to all this. You are giving them job. They are supposed to sacrifice. Whatever ticket that you came to government with, yes, use it and sacrifice for your people. If you expect the governor to give you big buses so that you'll be driving and so, only see. Now what? Because most of you know that salaries have not been paid. So the governor should use that excuse. Pay salaries first before buying Prados for this TC chairman. Let them go and work. Most of them have been transition committee chairman before. Most of them have been commissioners before. Now they are coming back. What you didn't do before, God say come and finish it. That's why you are there. So don't go there now thinking you are going to sit in that office, in that AC office, and you are not doing anything. You are working for the people. You are not working for your pocket. That's what I'm saying. And we are watching you because people that are civil servants have not been paid. And then another thing that I want to say, the governor, since they don't want to tell you the truth, I want to tell you the truth. Cut the number of PAMSECs. If you know the PAMSECs that are supposed to be retired, cut them, let them go, or give them examination so that when they fail, you kick them out, and then you have less money to pay permanent secretary. And then political appointees, give them job to do. Give them memo. Most of them don't even know how to write memo. If they cannot perform within 3 months, get them out. Cut the number of political appointees, use that money and pay salaries. Use the money of PAMSECs that have been there for a very long time, that have been moribund. Pay them off and use the money and pay salary. There are ways you can pay salary. If you want to work for government, sacrifice. That's what it's all about. So that my mama, my papa, my auntie that are working, that are own pensioners that are being old, they will have money to eat and enjoy this Christmas. Because if you love Jesus Christ, you must pay salary to the people, because God came in form of Jesus to save his people. The governor should ask himself, have I come to save my people? Because it's not by your might, it's not by your strength, it's by the favor of Almighty God.
The Southeast Media aide to Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, Honorable Madikokoro. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Ginika. God bless you, and Merry Christmas. And I want to wish all Abians Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas from the distinguished Senator Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, onye nke nọchi anya ndị Abia North. Osim kele unu Christmas unu abịa olaije gbakwara ndị Abia North anyị na-agbarawa kombo erua ma wee nyere bawa ihe oriri la ọjị akpaila woka obu na dewocho ndewonu ndị Abia ndewonu ndị Nigeria.
All right, my name is Ginika Olwaha. Till next week, please do stay out of trouble, because that's the only way I can see you now.